guys, so I made this video Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not sure which day, to update you on the surrogacy journey, and I deleted it because it just dragged on, and I looked like a hot mess. Like I look any better now, but still, because it was just a tiring day. So I thought that I would go ahead and give you guys an update on beta and an update on where we are. As you know, because you watched the beginning of this video, we are definitely pregnant. I started testing at about 4.25 days past transfer. At the day of transfer, I don't know if I already said this before, I was already considered 2 weeks and 5 days because it's 2 weeks plus the age of the embryos, and the embryo was a 5 day embryo. Sorry, indigestion. And so I was 2 weeks and 5 days that day, and then it goes like every like we transferred about 1:30, 1:40. So the next day at 1:30, 1:40, I would be considered 1 day past transfer. So 6 hours after that, I would be 1 day 0.25, and then so on and so on. So, and it does it goes every 6 hours is another 0.25. So it would be 6 hours after that would be 1.5. Then 6 hours after that would be 1.75. And then it'll be 2 for 2 days. And then so on to the next day, next day. So on 4.25, which would mean it was about 7:30 that night, or evening, night, I took a pregnancy test. I had been testing before with Dollar Tree test, and I thought that I was seeing a line at at 3.25, but sorry, the kids are outside playing, so the dog is having a fit. They're with adults, but she doesn't like them being outside where she's not with them. But anyways, so I took a test at 3.25 and thought that I saw a line, but couldn't be for sure. Couldn't see them on pictures. So then I retest the next morning, which was 3.75, and the same thing. Really couldn't tell. And then I retested that evening, which would have made me 4.25. And again with the Dollar Tree cheapies. Hold on one second. So like I was saying, I retested again with the Dollar Tree cheapies, and she's not going to stop whining. That at 4.25, and again could see a line, but it wasn't, blaring, or it could have been, me wishing there was a line because it was that light. So I took a first response right after that. I held for about 3 hours and took one, and of course there was a line. There was no denying there was a line. It was still light, it was thin, but there was a line. So then I tested the next morning and that evening, because that made me two different numbers. So the next morning I was 4.75, and then that evening I was 5.25. So you could see the line getting darker. And then I think I stopped testing morning and evening instead of just only in the evenings when I come home. So I was actually 6 days when I got a really good line. And I took a digital at, I think, 6 days, and it came back negative. And then it came back, of course, it said not pregnant. And then I took a digital at, I want to say 10 days. I think I wrote it on the digital, I'm not sure. 10 days, and of course it said pregnant. So then I went Monday the 28th for my first beta, and that came back at 382. And then Wednesday I went back, and it came back at 746. So it didn't exactly double right to the number, and I was kind of hoping it would have went right to the number or above, but it did get close to the point that the clinic said that's great. And they didn't do a third beta. I kind of wish they did, because I was kind of hoping my numbers would be higher, because before we had that break between seeing the beta and ultrasound. So my ultrasound is February the 14th. I go at 8 o'clock in the morning, so it's an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there. But it'll get me there and back before my kids get out of school. So that's good. And they won't miss their martial arts that day either. My IM is at this moment right now, she is going to do her best to be there. She just has to make sure she can work things out with her little girl and work and things like that. But at this point, she wants to be there. So at this point, she's going to be there as long as nothing comes up. So here we are. Yesterday, I turned 5 weeks. So I want to tell you guys about what went on for the week number 4, whatever you want to call it, week number 4. Nothing really different, a whole lot different as far as pregnancy symptoms. Like, so I can't really, because I'm on medication still, and I'll be on medication until March 8th. So I don't know what's medication symptoms and what's actually pregnancy symptoms. But I have had nausea. I have had heartburn. I have just been really tired. And this is all within the last week. Because beforehand, I only had nausea one time. That's right when I started estrogen pills. And then I didn't have it anymore. And now I'm having nausea. And it comes and goes. I'm still able to eat. I'm not throwing up or anything like that. I'm able to eat and able to keep fluids down and all that, so that's good, but it is nausea and you just feel like blah. And just the tiredness is what is really kind of getting to me, because I'm like, I'm so lazy. But I'm not. I'm just really tired. I'm really, really tired. And not like I could go to sleep and sleep. It's not that tired. It's just I'm just drained. Like I could sit here and be awake until 9:30. Until about 9 o'clock, and then I'm like, I want to go to sleep. But so I'm not sleepy tired, I'm just tired. But I do work. I don't work as much as most, but I'm on my feet for 4.5 hours straight. I work in a cafeteria, so constantly going. Plus, I don't go to work until probably about 9, but I'm up early, about 5-ish, because my body will not sleep past 5 o'clock. I don't know why. And then I've got to get up and get kids ready for school, lunch is ready, work clothes out for my husband. Well, I don't have to, but I choose to do those things because I just feel like I just like doing that, to take care of my husband. But there have been some mornings that he's grabbed his stuff on his own. But what else? So just tired, nauseated, and heartburn. I have had more so just indigestion, burping a lot, belching a lot, and I can feel like the gas bubbles rising, and it's like, ugh. But that's all I've had so far. And it's not really been bad. It's not like with my son, it was really rough. I think with my daughter at very first, like I found out really, really early with both my pregnancies. So knowing this early that I'm pregnant is nothing new to me. But with them, I was nauseated and sick really, really early, and but never to the point to where I needed to be hospitalized or gotten fluids or anything like that. Just nauseated, not sick, nauseated. So that's it. That's all that has happened in week 4. I do have a little belly, but it's, of course it's not a baby belly. It's a medicine belly. Today, actually, I don't feel as bloated as I was last week when I took my 4-week picture. So I'm going to take another picture, but you won't see 5-week until next week. But this is it. That's the update. We are pregnant. We find out that there's a heartbeat, hopefully, on February 14th. We go for heartbeat confirmation. And hopefully there's only one. I hope it didn't split. Of course, you can't tell right now. Even beta numbers, you can't tell. Sometimes beta numbers are low and there's still 2. Sometimes beta numbers are high and there's only 1. So that won't tell us anything. But I'm just excited. I'm excited for February 14th to get here so that we can know. And then March the 8th to get here so that I can come off medication. Probably right after my ultrasound, as long as everything is good, I'll probably get released to my OB then, since my clinic is so far away and my monitoring clinic is a little distance from me too. They were going to send me to my OB for the ultrasound but then decided, no, let's go ahead and send you to the monitoring clinic for that, since they already know about, that this is a surrogacy, which my OB knows that I'm doing surrogacy, but I haven't seen him as much as I have the monitoring clinic right now. So I didn't know if my OB would be willing to do a ultrasound at like 6 weeks. So most wait until later in pregnancy. So that's it. That is the update, and hopefully I didn't ramble on too much, and I will update you guys again when we get to ultrasound. Well, actually, I'm going to try my very best to do a weekly update on every week. I know someone's probably going to be just the same thing. Oh yeah, acne, really, really bad. It's gotten a lot worse. So that's another side effect, which could be medication or could be pregnancy. Who knows? But anyway, so I'm going to try to do the weekly updates. Let's see how long that lasts. It may come to a point that I have to skip and do every 2 weeks or whatever, just because sometimes you just feel like, I don't want to do this. So, but I do want to do this. But, sometimes you're like, I don't have time. I'm too tired, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, here's my update. Week 4. I'm now 5 weeks, and I'm excited to keep going, and hopefully at the end of this journey give these IPs their little baby, healthy baby, and I'm excited. So that's it. Bye guys.